Well, I'm Ralph Squire, and I've heard for years all the old-timers' tales about a big cavern at Columbia, California, and I've been aware that it was sealed up, and I heard that there was an entrance to it east of Columbia, and so I came onto this property 30 years ago and asked for permission to excavate, to try to open the cave, and ended up having to buy the property, which had a very old campground on it, and I've converted that campground to a first-grade AAA rated RV park now, and that's what my bread and butter is.
And say the name.
The Marble Quarry RV Park. And but in my spare time, I've been working at trying to find the entrance to this cave. I've had a lot of people that have given me clues as to where it might be, and there's thousands of places, the cracks and so forth, and I've spent 30 years cleaning out cracks, digging holes, and finally, just this last year, one of the 20 people that have claimed to have been in it before it was sealed up came back, brought me to this particular crack and says, "It's the one, that's it." And so since last April, it's now November, that I've been working here trying to clean this out and reopen it. They did a lot of work sealing it up and dumping a lot of dirt in there. And I've been working the hard way, I guess, trying to get it open. But anyway, right back in here in this crack, where we go. Yeah, I've been exploring caves since my high school days. I'm 78 years old now. That gives you an idea. I'm the local expert on caves. I headed up the excavation work looking for the gigantic lower chamber in Moaning Caverns in Calaveras County for years, and then I became chairman of the New Maloney's Task Force for the National Speleological Society when the Corps of Engineers was going to build a New Maloney's Dam and flood part of the Stanislaus River. And so in that we studied and located a lot of caves, inventoried them, and I wrote a book called Stanislaus Cave Country. And then the Corps of Engineers hired me to go down the river on a raft and survey the caves to be inundated, and several other government agencies have hired me at different times. So I'm a fellow of the National Speleological Society. But this is my dream, to open up the sealed caverns here at Columbia and share them with the public and study them scientifically. I have a lot of scientists friends I have archaeologists, paleontologists, mineralogists. I have professional surveyors, photographers. I know a lot of people that could help me in inventorying this cave, just like we inventoried the caves over at Maloney's, and to do it right, and to develop it in a way that is preserve and conserve the cave, but make an educational tour to the public that is entertaining, that people can go in there and have fun and enjoy and learn about the beauty of the cave. And we're right next door to Columbia State Historic Park, which there's 600,000 people a year visit now, according to the state's statistics. So I think it's a great place to have a commercial show cave, and I want to do it and do it right. The reason that I named my RV park Marble Quarry RV Park is because we do have a historic marble quarry on the property. It's on the hill above the RV park and overlooking the state park of the town of Columbia. One of my other dreams is to interpret the history and the geology of that cave, and I built a covered wagon that I pulled with a tractor, and I'm giving tours up to the marble quarry, called Marble Quarry Tours, with a narration that is very entertaining. Same way as I want to do with the cave. I want to educate, but in an entertaining way. And everybody that's ridden that just raves about it. They think that it's they really learn a lot. It helps understand. So I want to have the Marble Quarry tours and then Marble Quarry Caverns tours. And then you can stay at Marble Quarry RV Park. It all fits together. From the people that I've talked to that were in this cave before it was sealed up, they say it goes for miles. And we've identified at least 10 different entrances that go into this cave system that cover an area of at least 2 miles from one side to the other. Like when I say cave system, you think of a cave as just a room, but you have a number of rooms, a number of passages, different levels. It's a whole system, something similar to Mammoth Cave in Kentucky or Carlsbad in New Mexico. So this is, in fact, some of the people that were in here refer to it as being similar to Carlsbad. You know, stalactites, stalagmites, all the different beautiful formations and so forth. And the one lady said that there was one room in there that was so large that it ate up her light of the flashlight. She couldn't see the opposite wall. So it's big. Where Columbia is located, where my RV park is located, is just a very short distance north of Yosemite National Park. And there's millions of people visiting Yosemite, and what I'd like to invite the public to do is visit Yosemite and that geology, the glaciation, and then come to Columbia and learn about the history of the gold mining era, and stay at my RV park, learn about the history here. To give you some perspective, the glaciers that formed Yosemite Valley were during the Pleistocene epoch about 1 million years ago. These caves were formed during the Eocene epoch about 35 million years ago, and they predate Yosemite Valley by millions of years. And I think that it was a wonderful thing for people to come here and understand all this beautiful geology and the beautiful scenery we have here, and the history. Before you come, you might check a couple of websites. The RV park is just www.marblequarry.com. Or you can learn about the Historic State Park by the Columbia Chamber of Commerce's website at www.columbiacalifornia, full spelled out, like Columbia, the gem of the ocean, columbiacalifornia.com. So that you can learn about all about this history and about the businesses here that can serve you.